Now, you know that feeling when you've fixed the same problem a gazillion times, but you still can never remember what that solution was? Yeah, that was me with BlockThemes. Now, I've been building for the site editor with BlockThemes for a few years now, and what I've realized is that I was constantly Googling and looking up stuff. What blocks are available in core, what goes in the theme.json file, which hook was it that fixed that one annoying little thing that I'm constantly having to refix on other block themes. I'd Google it, I'd find the answer, I'd fix the problem, and then 3 weeks later, I'm searching for the exact same thing again. So I did what every developer does. I made myself a cheat sheet. And then I thought, well, why not share it? But before I do that, let's break down what you actually need in a block theme. So first up, the structure. Block themes need templates folder and a parts folder. Your templates are the HTML files, index, single, page, etc. And your parts are things like the header HTML and the footer. This is all simple enough, right? Then there's the theme.json file. And this is where things start to get interesting. This file controls your global styles, color palettes, typography, spacing, and layout settings. Everything is in one place. Now the file is broken down into sections, settings, styles, template parts, and crucially, you need a version number. And the most up-to-date version number is 3 for modern block themes, which takes advantage of all the new features. Now the settings define what's available in the editor, and the styles apply to the actual design of your site. So if you need a custom color, that would go in the settings, color, and then palette section. If you need a font size, that goes in the settings, typography, font sizes section. If you want to control the spacing units, that is settings, spacing, units. Then there's the core blocks. WordPress ships with a ton of them. You've got the paragraph, heading, image, gallery, list, quote, code. There's a plethora of them. And then there's the layout blocks, things like the group block, or the row block, or the stack block, and then columns block, or dynamic blocks like the navigation block, or query loop block. And then there's template parts. Yes, there's even a block in certain areas of the editor for templates. Then the trick is knowing which one to reach for. You need a container, use a group block. You need that to be horizontal, then that's a row. You need to display posts, query loop block. And then there's hooks. This is where the cheat sheet becomes essential for me. Now, if I want to modify the output of a block, that would be the render block or possibly render block core filter hook. If I need to add custom block patterns, I'd use the register block patterns action hook. Or if I wanted to unregister a pattern, that would be unregister block pattern. Or maybe I need to customize the editor altogether. Then perhaps I'll need to reach for the enqueue block editor assets. Now, I've spent more time than I'd like to admit searching for these things over and over and over again every time I start a new block theme. Then there are the common gotchas. Unlike classic themes, block themes automatically provide support for most things that we previously used the add theme support action hook for. Now, if you want to load custom fonts in the block theme, you'd use theme.json under the typography font families section. Or if you want to add custom CSS to a block, then you might reach for the WP enqueue block style. There is so much to try and remember in muscle memory. Now here's the thing about block themes. The documentation is great, but it's scattered. You'll be jumping between the developer docs, or GitHub issues, or maybe you'll find a random blog post. Now for me, a cheat sheet brings all of this together in one place, everything I need. So I keep mine open in a second monitor, and whenever I need to start a new theme, I reference it, or even when I'm debugging, I reference it. Or when I'm trying to remember that one specific setting that I've done a billion times, I reference it. It saves me hours every time I build a new theme. A quick word from my sponsor. When I was invited to try OmniSend, I thought it was just another email marketing tool. It's not. It's a proper email SMS platform that's powerful without being clunky. Pros use it, beginners nail it, there's no steep learning curve, and you do not require a degree. Pair that with automation and the whole thing works like a dream. One feature I'm using with CastGs right now is the automated abandoned cart recovery. Hook your store up with OmniSend, and any abandoned cart just gets a gentle reminder at whatever time you set. An hour, 2 hours, the next day it's completely customizable. It can increase your sales tenfold. Plus, 24/7 human support on any plan. Real people, not chatbots. So if you're serious about running your e-commerce business, give OmniSend a go. Links can be found in the description and pinned comment below. Now, let's get back to it. So this comprehensive BlockTheme cheat sheet covers all core blocks with descriptions, complete theme.json structure and options, essential action hooks and filters that I always use, patterns and template configurations, and I've also included a common troubleshooting section that I continuously update. Now it's organised in Google Sheet format, so it's easy to search and it's easy to reference. And it's easy to keep open while you're working. And I want to share it with you for free. Just use the link in the description below and I'll send you access. Now before you worry, I'm assuming that you're interested in this sort of stuff because you're watching this video. Now I may or may not notify you when I update the sheet, or contact you about relevant stuff that you might be interested in, but I'm not going to spam you. That's not how I operate. Besides, you can always unsubscribe, you won't lose access. Because here's what I've learnt. Good developers don't memorize everything. They build systems to remember for them. And a cheat sheet is exactly that, it's a system. So now I've stopped Googling the same thing over and over again. I just visit the cheat sheet and then make it part of my workflow. BlockTheme development has become a lot easier. I'm not constantly context switching to search for that same answer I've searched for a gazillion times. Believe me, I'm not kidding. Anyway, if you want it, go and grab it. And that's it. So as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you found this video insightful or useful in any way, please do give it a like as it helps others to find content like this. And as I always say, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And if you want to see something really interesting, then you really want to check out this video right here. This one.